Welcome to the Geeks and Greeks podcast, where we bring you the latest and greatest in the world of sports. We couldn't be more thrilled to kick off this exciting journey with all of you. In this podcast, we'll dive into everything from game recaps to news and hot takes. Whether you're a diehard fan or just someone looking to stay in the loop, there's something here for everyone. So grab your favorite team's jersey, settle in with some snacks, and let's get ready for an adrenaline-packed ride through the world of sports. Alright guys, welcome back to an episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast. We've had a good week coming, and we are officially back into football season. Granted, it's only the postseason, but damn it, it is football season.
Hell yeah, man. And I think even preseason.
Yeah, you know what? It's nice to get to watch some football. It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and my favorite part was, even though this was before the preseason, the viewership for this football game was higher than the average viewership for the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
It doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't.
You know, I mean, are we talking about all 7 games? Because I feel like Game 7, like, a lot of people had to watch that.
Yeah, they did.
I watched it.
There was 6.9 million viewers for the Hall of Fame game and 6.1 million viewers on average for the NBA Finals, NBA playoff games.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe
that's
that. And
kind of crazy.
who would have ever put down a prop bet that Trey Lance would have the first touchdown for the Hall of Fame game?
No, not a chance.
But, I mean, like I said, it was fun to watch football again, and even though it's second and third string football, it's still good to watch football.
Quasi-professional football.
Quasi-professional.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're still making the millions of dollars. It's more than the hundreds of thousands that the UFL makes.
Yeah.
But that brings us into the NBA, or this time NFL, college football game of the week. Kind of shift gears on me.
We confused Tom.
Because it's not NBA anymore, and this wasn't even NFL. It was straight up college ball.
College ball. So, this was the first college game I have watched in years.
Since Brian Westbrook was in college?
I mean, not that long, but yeah.
Pretty close.
I don't do college football. So, I mean, this was an experience for me. I never saw either Tebow or Bradford play at the college level before. I gotta say, I don't see what people saw in Tebow. I'm sorry. Like, he made a lot of bad decisions. I know they won the game, but they only won the game because, you know, Sammy Sleeves threw an interception in the fourth quarter.
And really, they only threw an interception because his receiver didn't hold on to the ball.
Right, yeah.
Like, it wasn't even as if Bradford had a bad pass.
Yeah.
It was a good pass. His receiver just didn't hold on to it.
It's as much as a catch and fumble as an actual interception could be. Like, because it is an interception because it never hit the ground and the receiver never really had control of it, but it was a catch and fumble.
Yeah. Like, honestly, in watching this game, I didn't see what people saw in Sam Bradford. Like, the dude couldn't call a play because every play he had to look to the sideline and couldn't call it. Like, it got so annoying to watch every single play be called like a baseball play.
I forgot how much he looks like a deer in headlights, like a baby deer. Like the first time seeing a car coming at it. Like, every time he looked over the sideline, he just looked...
Right? It was funny because as this game, when we first started this game and I saw that Bradford was playing, I thought this was Bradford's like junior or senior year. I didn't realize that this was his sophomore season.
Oh wow, I didn't know that either. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, they said at one point during the game that this is like his sophomore redshirt season. So like he was even more of a baby in this game than Tebow was. So it's like watching this game, I'm just like, and he became a number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Wow. Okay. But yeah.
I think
Like, and I'll say, like, I mean, it was funny because, I mean, one of my notes I had as I'm watching this game is, like, dude, you can tell Tebow's getting ready to enter the draft because the commentators are trying to convince us so hard that he is a good quarterback. Like, they spent the entire game trying to convince us that this guy's legitimately a good quarterback. I'll give him credit. And there were some throws that he put right on the dime. And then there were some screen passes that the receivers had to jump to catch because he couldn't throw the screen pass. And it's like, dude, it's a screen pass.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard to throw a screen pass. Like, it's the most basic pass there is, and you can't throw it accurately, consistently. How?
Yeah.
the thing that cracked me up was the quarterback that I don't think they mentioned once for Florida was Cam Newton.
Wait, what?
Cam Newton was QB3 for Florida as a sophomore, and they'd never mentioned him once.
Shit.
Yep.
And then right after this season, he left Florida and went to, I think it was like some no-name college, and then eventually ended up in Auburn. But
Wow.
it's like, really? You took the back seat to Tebow? Wow. Who would have called that?
Yeah, well, I think he was a freshman, though, and Tebow was like a senior this year, so it makes sense.
Well, Tebow was a junior and Cam was a sophomore.
Oh, he's a junior this year? I thought he was a senior. Oh, either way.
Yeah. So, I gotta say, the way they talked about Tebow reminds me a lot of what they'd say about Hurts. Like, you know, not the passing part, because Hurts can actually throw a football. But, like, there was one line where, like, they don't have a fullback on their team because he wears number 15 and plays quarterback. Like,
Yeah, I heard that crap.
right. And they're like, he's the best short yardage quarterback in the country. I was like, well, I guess we know who succeeded him in that one. Like, nothing better than the tush push these days.
And, like, they would also just went on and on about how he's such a great person and a great guy, and how he
Yes.
lived in a monastery and lived in, like, missions and, like,
And,
lived
like,
in a
went to
leper colony.
Oh, my
And it's
God.
like, dude, I don't care. This has
Come
absolutely
on.
nothing to do with the game. And,
How is
Like-
this relevant, please?
and like, I'm like, cool, good for him. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Who cares?
Like, this has absolutely nothing to do with the game. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, Oklahoma's offense, when you look at the talent they had and the talent Florida had, Oklahoma's offense was severely underpowered.
Yeah.
Like, and for what they were able to do, like, I mean, you had Jermaine Gresham, who had a really good NFL career.
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, DeMarco Murray was hurt. Chris Brown had a real good game for Oklahoma with this. I mean,
Right.
he tore up Florida's line until, like, halfway through the third quarter. Then apparently Florida just decided to start playing defense at that point.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, their receivers were not good. They couldn't hold on to the ball. Gresham was the only, like, threat they legitimately had as a pass catcher, and he tore him up.
Yeah.
So, do you want to hear something funny? Oklahoma had 40 players that eventually signed with the NFL.
Shit. How
And-
big is a college football roster?
I don't know, but I was like, I was just going through it. It was like Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Lions, Rams.
Holy
Jeez.
shit.
I think a college roster is 75 players
Wow.
in the NFL, because the NFL roster is a 53-man roster.
Yeah.
So I think college is like it's like 60 or 70 players, something like that. Because it's bigger than a college. It's bigger than the NFL roster.
Man.
So, but yeah, it's crazy. But then, like I said, I mean, Florida's defense kept them in this game the whole way through.
Oh, yeah.
Really, Oklahoma's did too. I mean, Oklahoma did great in the first half. I mean, they kept Tebow in check the whole way through. They kept Percy Harvin from doing much. I mean, it really wasn't until the second half when Percy Harvin really showed up.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny, because they spent the entire game saying how Percy Harvin was babying an injury. And
Yeah, he had an ankle injury, I think, that he sustained in the SEC title game. Or the week before the SEC title game that he didn't play in that, and he was just kind of coming back from it. So, because I think it was like an ankle sprain, like a high ankle sprain, so that's why he wasn't at 100%.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But moving on to the next section of the podcast, last weekend we had SummerSlam.
Yeah.
For all of you wrestling fans, it was pretty cool. I gotta admit, I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of wrestling these days, but this one was kind of neat.
I'm going to be interested to hear your reactions to the surprises then when we get there. Because like, a lot of that was out of the blue. It's interesting to hear what your perspective is, since you don't watch a lot, if you watched it and everything else. So, anyway, continue.
Starting off on night one, we had Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeating Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman.
And we don't need to talk about that.
I love how we just get hyped, and then the first match is like,
But then you had Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against defeating Judgment Day. This one I kind of liked. Maybe because I'm I like Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss is okay.
Yeah.
But
I feel the exact opposite, except I don't think Charlotte Flair is even okay. I like Alexa Bliss. But again, the wrong team won here. Like, Bliss and Flair are a random tag team that got teamed together 3 weeks ago. They don't deserve the titles. Period.
And I think that was kind of apparent when, she accidentally punched her own teammate in the face.
Oh my god. Dude, when they come out on Raw on Monday, they got a "You deserve it" chant. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No, they don't. Come on. The Flair's like, that's my first one. It's like, okay, well, those of us who watch wrestling know this is definitely not your first "You deserve it" chant. I don't know why you don't remember any of the other ones you've gotten.
She just blacks them out.
Yeah. And once you get one or two, they all kind of run together.
Yeah, it's like Kurt Angle on the "You suck" chant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of those things where, like, this overall, like, everyone in the match are good. It's just as tag teams, it was just kind of underwhelming to a point, because again, Flair and Bliss shouldn't really be as set as a tag team with this.
Yeah.
And I like both Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I just don't want to see them as a tag team.
I am finding that Bliss is making Flair tolerable, in my opinion. That's where I'd put her at right now.
I was actually thinking the same thing, but in reverse. I was like, Charlotte Flair is making Alexa Bliss tolerable. But then in the next match, we had Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. I don't remember this match at all.
I don't understand what we're doing with Karrion Kross. He's the most pointless wrestler in wrestling right now. I don't get it.
I see. It's the weird part with Karrion Kross is that he got fired. Everyone made a huge deal. Triple H made a huge deal about bringing him back, and then he's done absolutely nothing with him.
Yeah. His storyline is he manipulates people into fighting him and then loses.
Brilliant.
I don't know why. He just, like, stalks people and is like, you're a liar. And he says that so many times until he fights them and then loses.
It's like when
it
Kane
doesn't make any sense.
It's like when Kane used to manipulate people into, like, an Inferno match and then lose said Inferno match.
Yeah, and then lose the Inferno match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, and that just never pays off for him.
Never.
It's like, and what's sad, because Karrion Kross was good. He was great in NXT. I absolutely loved him in NXT.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, again, it's just one of those guys that just never transitioned well to the main roster, even with Triple H being in charge. It's just something about it just doesn't fit. I don't know if he just needs to leave WWE. And it's one of those things, I don't even want to see him go back to NXT because NXT is doing so great that it just doesn't fit. And at this point, I don't even know if there's any saving him in WWE at this point.
Yeah, and I don't see him going to AEW and fitting in there.
No.
Like, he would just end up being another faceless person in the crowd the way he is right now. Maybe he should just go back to the indies. I don't know. I can't stand him.
I also don't like him with hair and facial hair. Like, he looked better bald.
He did look better bald.
He looked better bald with no facial hair. He just had the more menacing look, I think. I think you said it best. Like, he just looks like another face in the crowd with his look now. Like, once he started growing his hair, I'm like, who the hell is that? And like, oh, it's Karrion Kross. I'm like, oh, it just looks like some random dude.
Yeah. It's very disappointing. Sorry.
Yeah.
In the next match, we had Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade Cargill.
Yeah. I mean,
this was disappointing.
This happened, I guess.
You disappointed in it? I mean, what, you want Jade to win?
No, I just wanted more of a match out of it. It just felt like it was kind of just...
It was fast.
Yeah, this was like a 3-minute squash match is kind of what it felt like.
It's like they were buying time to get the Logan Paul fight ready, and they're like, just buy us 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, ladies.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, it almost felt like this match was just thrown together at the last second just for like a time fill, like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that's just a sign of their inexperience. I mean, I know Jade is very good, but she is very new to the industry as things go. And Tiffany Stratton is also very new to the industry. And so maybe it was a lot for them to choreograph a long match. Like, maybe the shorter match was what they had to go with to not either run out of gas or run out of ideas if they're doing it themselves. So...
Maybe.
I think this match was fine. I wasn't like blown away by it, but
then you had Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeating Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. And apparently Jelly Roll is a big Undertaker fan because that's all I saw every time he chokeslammed somebody.
Yeah. Another match I could have done without. Dude, the whole front end of this card was really boring.
You can't say front end. We're like 80% of the way done with the night.
Yeah. You know what was great, though? So Cardi B was supposed to be hosting SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And at this point, we saw her come out and nothing else. And we didn't see her the rest of the night. There was no, like in your face, I'm the host of SummerSlam Cardi B crap. It was just, she got an entrance and she sat in the front row during the women's match. It was great.
Apparently the vast majority of her coverage was her own self videos and posting them to her accounts. And I was like, alright, sure, why not?
Sure.
Cool. Go for it.
I don't know if you guys saw the commercials leading up to it, but she kept saying that, SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights and I'm finally going to be hosting. And it was like, finally going to be hosting? Like, everyone's been holding their breath for Cardi B to host SummerSlam, and then she didn't do shit. It was great. Like, I was dying.
See, at least when Snoop Dogg did it, he had a throne. It was cool.
It's because it's Snoop Dogg, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Snoop Dogg's the shit, dude.
But in the final match of the evening, we had CM Punk defeating Gunther. And
Gunther.
With eyes full of tears, so excited. And then Seth Rollins came along and smashed his dreams, cashing in his suitcase and beating up an already beaten man in a 10-second 7th match of the evening and taking the title from CM Punk.
So this one was fantastic because Seth Rollins was supposed to have been hurt, and he comes out on crutches, still with a full knee brace on, not being able to move. And we get the whole sell, and it's absolutely fantastic. And that's what made this whole thing so special.
It's crazy because there's all these rumors flying around about how Triple H hates Money in the Bank, and he says it like books people into a corner. And he wants to get rid of the whole yearly Money in the Bank thing, and then back-to-back has the best cash-ins probably ever of Money in the Bank between Naomi and Seth Rollins. Like I thought this guy hated Money in the Bank. What the hell? This was so well done. And I don't know if you saw the stuff from Monday where they showed Becky Lynch's posting on Instagram, where she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, were some of my posts about my husband misleading?" Because even online, she was keeping the kayfabe that he was injured. Like, it was so great, and that makes me feel all even better. Because when Becky heel turned and Seth didn't, it was a little weird. And now that Seth's full on heel and she's full on heel, and they're all big happy heel family, things just feel right in the world again.
Yeah, it was such a good turn, and this is how you use older wrestlers like Punk to get over guys like Seth Rollins.
Right.
This is how you do it, not in a match with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. This is how you do stuff like this. Would it have been cool to see CM Punk with the title run? Absolutely. Is it even better now to see Seth Rollins and Punk have a feud off of this? Because they already didn't like each other and hated each other? Absolutely, even more so. This is going to ignite even more, and it's going to be even more fun, and I can't wait to see what comes from it.
And it's so fitting because whether the WWE admits it or not, the World Championship was invented just to give to Seth Rollins. So the fact that he has it again in such a bullshit way, because Money in the Bank is great. It's a wonderful cash in and everything else. It is a sneaky way to get the champ. You are a paper champion, essentially.
100% sneaky.
Yeah. So, it in such a sneaky way for him to just kind of basically be handed the title back and, to just take it from CM Punk, the guy he's been, hating on for a decade. He's nope, I'm just going to take my belt back. Thank you. This is the belt they made for me, and they even gave me a contract that says I can have it back whenever I want it. I'll take it now, please.
See, and this is why I wish we could have seen something like this happen with Eddie Guerrero. Could you imagine what would have happened had Eddie been around long enough after Money in the Bank had been made to Eddie get one and a cashing off Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah, it would have been beautiful.
It would have been great.
But then, in night 2, we start things off with Naomi defeating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
You got it right this time. Right. Yeah, this was a okay match. Didn't blow me away the way Rhea versus Io did. It was fine. And then it was basically a surprise roll-up that Naomi won with.
Yeah.
Just typical WWE crap.
And see, it wasn't as good as the last roll-up that we had where it just actually made for a good pin.
Right, yeah.
And honestly, it's becoming much more of a thing for a while now. I'm getting tired of triple threat and fatal four-way matches. They're just not as good.
Yeah.
It just takes away from it because you can't have as good of a match with 3 people. You just can't.
Right. And the thing is sometimes they make up for it by turning it into a hardcore match, and I don't want that. There are ways you could put normal wrestling rules into a wrestling match or into a triple threat match. If 2 people are out of the ring, you start counting. If both of them are counted out, the person who's in the ring wins. There you go. Yeah. That's how you put countouts in it. It's not hard.
Yeah. But it only works if all 3 people have, the story actually works with all 3. And rarely does it work with all 3 people.
Yeah.
And, it always feels like one person is forced into it, and it just feels like it's a shoehorn, just to get a 3-person match, to get as many people in the match as you can. And, we're getting more and more of these, main event style matches that are getting a multi-person, 3 and 4 people matches, just to get more people in, just to get spots. And that's all they're there for.
Yeah, and the problem with this particular match is the person who was shoehorned in was the champion. Naomi really had no business in being in this match. This was a grudge match between Rhea and Io, and pretty much once Naomi realized that, she just stayed outside of the ring until it was the right time, and then slid in and did a Miz pin and was out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like, I mean, I get it, it's SummerSlam, you need to have a champions match, but, like, this really probably should have just been a match between Rhea and Io, to be honest with you.
yeah.
And Naomi should have had her own separate match, like, on night one, honestly, instead of Tiffany and Jade. You probably could have taken that match out and gave Naomi her own separate match.
Yeah, you could have done Naomi and Jade, honestly. That would have been a better match.
Next up, we had the Wyatt Six winning a ridiculous ladder match for the Tag Team Championship. This match made my daughter stop in the living room and sit down and watch wrestling for the first time in her life.
That's awesome.
Because she came in right as they started knocking ladders over and sending guys through tables outside of the ring. And she was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
So, this match was insane. For everything that we said about the front end of night one being boring, like, this made up for all of that. I love that the Wyatts won. I was not expecting that at all. I was kind of assuming the Wyatts were going to lose because they always lose. And there was one scene where I think it was the Luchadors who, like, stacked each other on top of each other and tried to reach up to the belt, and he actually almost made it. It was the closest I've ever seen to someone doing the stack the two wrestlers on top of each other and actually make it to the belt. He almost had it down there for a sec, and I was like, oh shit, that'd be awesome if he won that way. But yeah, this match was good. If you like ladder matches, man, I do, and it was a good one.
Moving along, we had Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria.
Hey, you got her name right too.
Yeah.
Second time in a row, too.
No disqualification, no countouts, last chance match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
And apparently Becky Lynch has very pretty hair, according to my daughter.
and like 30% of the country, I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, this was another good one. We had a lot of hardcore matches in the second night of the show, which is interesting. You'd think they would have split them up a little more, maybe put like the ladder match on the first night or something. There were no Extreme Rules matches on the first card. Yeah, I mean, Bayley interfered at the end, which is just like classic for this feud right now, but it's like, what are they doing with Bayley? I don't even think she knows. I'm worried that she's looking at retirement. It's like, that's fine if you want to retire, but I'll miss you because I like Bayley a lot.
Man, Bayley's my favorite right now. On the women's side.
I can see that.
I love Bayley. I loved Bayley in NXT, man. When she was in NXT, dude, she was my favorite in the NXT. When her and Sasha and Becky were down in NXT, dude, I loved Bayley down there.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments in WWE was when Bayley heel turned and took the kendo stick to all the Bayley buddies.
Yeah.
Like, it was so great.
It was. That was a fun moment because you just... Like, they legit came out of nowhere. You did not see it coming. It's like she just snapped.
Yep. Just snapped and just started taking them all out.
Yeah.
I love whenever they break out the kendo sticks and the people online just have no clue what those things are about. And they're like, it's a stick. Why does everyone act like it hurts so much? And it's like, get hit by one. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Find out.
Have you not seen the welts that show up on these people after just one hit? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that's if you're lucky, because if you get the pinch, it'll tear skin. It hurts.
Yeah. Get wrecked, scrub.
But moving along to Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in the steel cage match. I wish the handcuff bit would have been a little better executed, because they're handcuffs. They're not supposed to break without even pulling on them.
Yeah. I wish they had done something like he had like a screwdriver in his pocket and he like twisted it. Something more like even he looked surprised that they just kind of broke.
He's like, what the hell just happened?
What was even the point of that?
It kind of reminded me of the years ago. It was on an episode of Raw where like they were on the floor and they did a move and they hit the announce table and it broke, and you could tell that was supposed to be a spot later on in the show, and they just kind of looked at each other like, crap, that wasn't supposed to happen. It's kind of that same kind of thing. They're just like, oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. Well, I guess we just got to keep moving with it.
This is how far we've come from the days where like they were supposed to put a gimmicked block on a cage for a Mark Henry match, and they didn't give him the gimmick chain, and he just ripped the damn door off the cage. Fine, don't give me the root. I don't need it. Just rip that shit off the damn cage.
Moving on to Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Now, this one I thought was funny because of the way it ended, and it ended with...
to the head.
I missed it.
What?
To the head.
Never mind. He literally tore the shoe off of him and hit him with his own shoe.
We pulled an Eddie. That's great.
Yeah. Well, so what's his face? AJ showed up in a lowrider with hydraulics, and he was wearing the same tights that Eddie wore on the Dominic Mysterio on a pole match way back when Dom was like 11 years old. Dominic's in the ring looking like he's seen a ghost when he gets in there. The mind games were so good.
That's great, dude. It's so much fun. Some of the stuff that they've been doing with the Eddie tributes and all this other stuff, like it's been so much fun. And also Dominic, didn't he try to do the whole spot where he hit the chair with the mat and then threw it to AJ?
Yeah.
And then AJ looks at it and goes, "No," and he puts the chair over his head, then drops doan. Right. It makes it look like Eddie, like Dominic hit him over the head with the chair.
Right.
And even the ref was like, "What do I do with this?"
Right. This is the only non-hardcore match on the bit, and they got a damn chair in the ring. So this bit did bother me a little bit because Michael Cole, when AJ Styles reversed it, Michael Cole called that an Eddie Guerrero tactic, and it was like, did you not watch Eddie Guerrero's career? Eddie did what Dominic Mysterio did, and then Rey Mysterio did what AJ Styles did. Do you not remember who Eddie Guerrero was? It drives me insane. It's like, just because the man's dead doesn't mean he wasn't one of the all-time heels. Like, you're dishonoring his memory by not pointing that shit out. It drives me nuts.
I mean, it was a great tag. Eddie, like, it was funny because I remember at the time I used to hate when Guerrero would do stuff like that. But like now, going back, it was so awesome to see him do something. Like, it was so hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, like, when he would get caught doing it too, it's like, oh my god,
his faces. No, it wasn't me.
It's like you can see you doing it. It was so great. It was so funny.
And like, oh.
And it's sticking out the top over his shoulder.
Right.
Like, what? No, I don't. He just like tries to slide it out behind him to Chavo on the outside.
God.
Oh, man, it was so much fun. Like, one can only imagine with some of the stuff we got. Unfortunately, we missed out on.
Yeah.
But for the final match of the evening, we had the capstone. Cody Rhodes defeats John Cena.
This was so bad. It's so funny. All my friends are all like, oh, Cody's finally turning heel. Cody's finally turning heel. I'm like, nope.
No.
It's complete bullshit. And they're like, oh, what do you think? Do you think John Cena's face turns fake? I'm like, nope. They're going to wrestle the match, and then they're going to shake hands, and that's going to be the end of it. And everyone's like, no, that's not the way it's going to be. Cody's finally turning heel now. No, what happened? They wrestled the match, they shook hands, and that was the end of it. And it was bullshit.
They even had a bro hug.
Right, yeah, like, oh my god, what? Like, why will he not turn heel? I don't get it.
He cried.
I said it last week, I'll say it again. I don't think Cody can be a heel. I just don't think he can do it. I don't think that he has it in him to pull it off, and they won't force him to do it, and it'll never happen. And honestly, I think that even if he does do it, it won't be any good.
They need to bring back Stardust.
Oh, man.
It's my new campaign.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude, how hilarious would it be that if somehow they were actually able to convince Dustin to come back, and they were able to get Stardust and Goldust to come out one last time for the final match?
God, that would be great.
As like a WrestleMania, as a WrestleMania thing, they bring out Stardust and Goldust together.
Have them win the tag titles one last time and do one last run with the cosmic, what did they call it? The cosmic keys? I don't remember. They were awesome.
I mean, I don't think it would ever happen, but it'd be, at this point, I think they'd have fun with it because Vince isn't there. I think they'd have a lot more fun this time around if they were to actually do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I will say though, in regards to this match though, John Cena is getting better as he's been in the ring more. You can tell he's getting a lot of that ring rust off, and we're getting more good Cena matches as his final year is coming to a close.
Hey, he didn't get rope burn this match. That's new for him.
Yeah, he's finally getting that callus back on his back. You would have thought that as he knew he was going to be coming back for the final year, he would have, got back in the ring and at least, got
run
that back.
Yeah, run the ropes a few times, you'd think.
Yeah.
So then we have Lesnar come back. Right.
Yeah.
And stare down Cena. And kayfabe, it makes total sense for Brock Lesnar to be coming back and to be John Cena's last opponent. Kayfabe, absolutely. I don't know about bringing Lesnar back. It feels...
I feel like it doesn't make sense at this point.
Yeah.
It feels too early.
Well, I mean, John Cena's only got 20 more events. So if you're going to build a feud and then have a match...
Yeah, that's true. Because, I mean, I would assume that it's going to culminate at WrestleMania, right? Like, the last match is going to be him and Lesnar at Mania?
No, he said last WrestleMania was going to be his last WrestleMania.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not ending at a WrestleMania. It's weird.
Like, why would you not end it at WrestleMania? Like, why would you not go out at WrestleMania? That's dumb.
It would be the first time a wrestler's lied about that kind of thing.
You're right. That's.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like John Cena's always been fairly upfront about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I mean, he's pretty... I mean, he's one of the few that's fairly honest about a lot of stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe not, but I don't see why you wouldn't have WrestleMania be your last match. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, his farewell tour hasn't made any sense. Why did he heel turn, and why has he now face turned?
Yeah. I mean, the heel turn the heel turn made sense because everyone wanted to see it for years. They just did a poor job of it.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it was a poor job of it, but it was poor motivation.
Yeah.
Like, John Cena could have done it by himself. He didn't need The Rock to help him. And The Rock didn't really do anything.
Like usual. Just like in the movies, The Rock doesn't really do anything. He just kind of shows up and says some rock lines and then gets paid.
Flexes his muscles, raises his one eyebrow, does the peck pop of love.
And then does the turn and head twist.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget that.
Alright, so moving on to the next section of the podcast, a word from our sponsor.
Hey guys, what's up? Before we continue our show, I want to talk to you about our new sponsor, Dubby. You ever feel like you need that extra oomph to power through those late night study sessions, clutch those game wins, or finish that epic video edit? I know I do, and I finally found something that actually works without the jitters or the dreaded crash. Let me introduce you to Dubby. That's right guys, we're partnering with Dubby and we're seriously hyped. Dubby is our new go-to energy drink and it is a total game changer. What makes it so different is, first off, and this is huge for me, Dubby has no artificial dyes, plus it's all completely sugar-free. So, You don't get that quick energy spike followed by a massive crash, and the taste is absolutely amazing. Dubby comes with a bunch of different flavors, such as Tiger's Blood, Green Apple, Strawberry Pineapple, plus limited time offers that do go quickly. I'm currently obsessed with the Tiger's Blood myself, but they're all really good. Alright, so how do you get your hands on this stuff? Head on over to dubby.gg and use our code GEEKS10 for 10% off your entire order. That's dubby.gg, dubby.gg. Seriously guys, go give it a try. You won't regret it. We love this product, and I'm sure you will too. It's definitely been a game changer for us, and I'm stoked to be sharing it with the rest of you. Now, let's go ahead and get back to our show.
Alright, and moving on to Geeks and Greeks news. Micah Parsons' contract negotiations are flipping me out. Now, I reported earlier this year that Micah Parsons' contract was all hammered out. Those were the words said by Jerry Jones. This contract is hammered out. Apparently, Micah Parsons was not consulted on that little quote.
So it wasn't that Micah Parsons wasn't consulted on that quote. Micah Parsons' agent was not consulted on that quote. Because apparently Jerry Jones likes to try to just corner the players and negotiate without the agents. And Micah Parsons' agent's like, yeah, that's not going to fly. We're not doing that. And so now Jerry's like, no, we had a deal. And the agent's like, yeah, I don't care. You didn't deal with me. We're not doing that deal. And Jerry's now no longer happy about that.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, this is by far the best player on your team and by far the best defensive player in the NFL. Just pay the man the top money and get it over with.
Yeah.
Like, the only good part about this is that with the NFL, you can request a trade. It's probably not going to happen. He'll still probably play. Because if he doesn't, his career's probably done. Because I don't see him sitting out. He still has like 2 or 3 years left on his contract, as is. I don't see him sitting out for multiple seasons and then coming back. It's not going to happen.
Oh, Micah Parsons?
Yeah, this isn't the last. This isn't the last year of his contract.
Yeah, this is the last year of his contract. He's a free agent next year.
You sure about that?
90% sure.
I'm pretty sure he's got at least 2 years left.
But the thing that gets me is that they could have made him the highest non-quarterback athlete in the league in March, and they would have come out a couple $1 million cheaper than if they did it now.
Yeah, I mean, they're still going to. He's still gonna be. That's why I don't understand what the problem is. It doesn't matter who signs the contract. No matter what team he's on, he's gonna be the highest paid non-quarterback player in the league.
So he is playing on his 5th year option at this point. So his contract is already done, run out. I understand why he's sitting out. And that's the thing. I think he might sit out, maybe not the whole season. Jerry is going to get hell. And I know Jerry just likes people talking about him. And that's all that matters, is that we're mentioning him.
Yep.
But Jerry is going to get hell for this. The Eagles are going to make him look like a fool week 1. And Micah Parsons isn't going to play that game, and the Eagles are going to end up putting like 45 points up on the Cowboys. And they're going to make him look like an idiot, and Dallas is going to run him out of town on a rail. Like, I don't know how he survives this, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah, I mean, at least, like, with CeeDee Lamb, like, all right, I can see where you might have negotiations, because is he the best receiver in the NFL? No. He's probably 3, 4, maybe 2, depending on where you put him. But you can have negotiations on that. Dak, top 10, but where you put him in that top 10, he's in the top 10. Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in the NFL at this point.
yeah.
There's no question about it.
And then to come out and publicly say, oh, I signed people to a big name contract, and then they got hurt. Like, come on, Jerry.
Yeah, like, it's just like, it's like, dude, like, now you wonder why people don't want to sign in your team.
Yeah.
It's just, like, it doesn't...
And, I mean, he wants out. I think he full-on wants out, and I don't think he's going to play for the Cowboys again. Like, everything I've been hearing, I think he sits until the trade deadline, and Jerry trades him last minute. I think that's what happens.
Yeah. Did you hear where he wants to go? He wants to go home to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. I mean, they could use all the help they can get. They got Aaron Rodgers to help.
Look, I mean, could you imagine that? You're lining up and you got TJ Watt on one side and Micah Parsons on the other.
Wait, do the Eagles play Pittsburgh this year? Hold on.
I don't...
See,
I think we do play the AFC North, actually.
it would be really bad for him to go to the Steelers because TJ Watt is currently the highest non-quarterback paid athlete in the league. So
Yeah.
if you pair those two up, that is going to be a deadly cap hit.
I mean, it is, but the problem is they don't have a quarterback, and they're not going to have one that they're going to be paying anytime soon, so they can afford it at this point.
That's fair.
That's a good
Because
point.
you have an old Aaron Rodgers that you're not going to be paying that kind of money to, and then you have T.J. Watt and DK Metcalf. Those are the only two other guys that you're paying any real money to on that team. Because they trade Minkah Fitzpatrick, you don't really have anyone else. So it's like, trade for him. But the thing is like, if you're Dallas and you trade Micah Parsons, you trade him to Pittsburgh, who are you getting back that's worth anything? They don't have anything worth of value. I mean, you're going to get multiple first-round picks out of that.
Probably.
But it's like, I mean, even if, but it's not worth it for Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's always a 500 team, so you're picking in the middle of the draft every single year.
Yeah, and it's Jerry, so he's gonna wait until the last minute, and the price is gonna end up going down, and he's only gonna end up getting one first-round pick for him because he doesn't know how to negotiate a deal.
I mean, knowing Jerry, he wouldn't even get a first round out of it somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow he'd get like a second and maybe a fifth.
Yeah, and like a conditional third rounder next year.
Yeah, like I saw a proposed trade on Instagram the other day, and it was from Cincinnati, and it was their first round pick in like this coming draft. It was a first, a third, and Trey Hendrickson. And I'm like,
Jeez.
Like, you know what? If we had to, if we legitimately he's not playing and he's done, that's not a terrible pick because at least Trey Hendrickson is, the leading sack for the lead. He did lead the league in sacks last year. Granted, he's also holding out for a new contract, but you know what? It's something at least. At least we get a top edge rusher back for a top edge rusher.
I mean, he is more than welcome to go to either Cincinnati or Pittsburgh because I don't play either this year. We do play Cincinnati, but it is tomorrow night in the preseason, so
okay.
I'm not worried about that.
Right? Like, send him over to the AFC. I don't want to see him in the NFC.
Exactly. Get him out of here. I'll see him in the Super Bowl.
Go send him to to Denver or like LA or like the Chargers or something. It's like Patrick Mahomes has to deal with them twice a year.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to end up eating my words. He's going to end up going to the AFC, and whatever team he's on is going to win the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Like I can see it happening right now. He's going to sack Hurts like 4 times in the Super Bowl.
Now, you know what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Jerry's just not going to do anything. He's going to sit on him. He's not even going to trade him. His contract will run out. Then somehow Philadelphia's just going to come in and sign him in the offseason, and we'll get nothing for him. Because knowing my luck, that's fucking Jerry.
Moving along to the final news story of the evening. The MLB Speedway Classic was last weekend, and as predicted, broke the record for the most fans for an MLB game at 91,032. Yeah. You know,
1,000.
You know what?
Jesus.
It's one of those things. It seemed like it would have been a really cool spectacle to see, but like, again, it's one of those where as I'm looking at it and kind of watching some of the stuff, it looks like it would have been hard to watch just because the seats are so far away from the field, you can't see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. If you've ever been to a baseball game, you have been spoiled compared to what these people went through. Because there was a solid, 80 feet between the back wall and the first row of seating.
If you're lucky, it's only 80 feet.
Just bonkers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looked really cool, though. I mean, from like the flyover in the stadium and everything, it looked like it was a pretty cool event, though.
Was the game any good?
Braves defeat the Reds 4-2.
I mean, we are getting towards the end of the baseball season. I mean, we're in August. Baseball season wraps up towards the end of September. So, I mean, baseball season is in the latter stages of its season. So, we'll see what happens. We had a major trade deadline with baseball. So, we'll see how the rest of the season pans out.
Yeah.
So, Philly's still fighting for a playoff spot as of right now.
Oh.
Yeah. I know
But-
at one point they were in first place. Yeah, they're still in first place in our division.
Yep. I think they kind of have it fairly handily. I mean, New York's kind of still is still kind of hanging around, but
Yeah, they're
I think
behind
Philly-
us by 2.
yeah. But it is also the Mets. They're kind of known to kind of just collapse in on themselves at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Even with the addition of Soto? Soto.
Yeah, they got him this year, yep.
Yeah.
Even with the addition of Soto, they're still 2 games back of the division.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fair.
But they got some new pitching. They got a new center fielder, too, so we'll see how that works out for them. So, I think that's about it for us this week. We do have a new game of the week for next week, though. We are going back to the NBA.
All right.
Tom, you can be thankful for we're not watching a LeBron game next week. We are going to be watching the 2005 Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Phoenix Suns.
All right.
This is not ringing a bell for me at all. I don't.
So this is going to be this is going to be basically prime Tim Duncan versus prime Steve Nash.
I know one of those
Okay.
names. Is Steve
So-
Nash Kevin's brother?
No, 2 very different people. Steve Nash did not tear a hamstring just by walking on the basketball court.
All right.
So this will be something that I think will be pretty fun. I think we'll enjoy this one. I know I will. I love watching Steve Nash. He's one of my favorite players back when I was in high school. So,
Nice.
but that's going to be our game of the week for next week. And then other than that, do we have any final thoughts?
I didn't prepare one this time, so I'm just going to say football's back, baby.
All I got is a quick happy 60th birthday to David Robinson. And for Pete, he is an NBA legend who played around the era of Jordan and
Okay.
was a constant pain in the butt for Jordan. But
I'd say he played during the era of Jordan. Yeah.
yeah.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you'd know him if you saw him. He's like
Yeah.
9 feet tall and just a menace.
His nickname was the Admiral because he actually went to the.
I think that's right. He did go to some military college.
Yeah, it was Navy because he was the Admiral. So yeah,
Yeah,
Navy.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So yep.
Okay.
60. Oh, I feel old.
He actually played on the Spurs.
Yep.
Look at
That's
that.
the only team he played for. He was a
Mm-hmm. He-
very loyal player.
Tim Duncan played there with him, and when they were together, they were the Twin Towers.
I mean, I do kind of recognize him.
So for mine, it's just, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of mirroring Pete on this one. It's great to have football back. I can't wait. Hoping to hopefully get to a game this year at some point, but we'll see what happens. So, but that's going to be it for today, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Geeks and Greeks podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. And don't forget, you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Geeks and Greeks. Don't forget to reach us out on email at geeksandgreeks365@gmail.com. Until next time, may the coin toss of life ever be in your favor, guys. See ya.
Later.
Peace.